All right, legends. Yes, we are here. We are here to talk about a possible reversal pattern that could happen for Bitcoin. Okay, this pattern is on the 15-minute time frame. We can see it on the 30-minute time frame. Also, we're going to talk about it right away, guys. Can Bitcoin get that massive reversal, getting above $72,000? Because we do have huge amount of liquidity sitting at the $72,000 range, over $1 billion in total of short liquidations. Are we going to manage to get that bounce all the way up there? That would be over a $5,000 pump from current price levels. Is that possible? There is a pattern that I do want to talk about here, legends, and of course I'm going to let you try and figure that pattern out. Okay, it is a reversal pattern, meaning that obviously reversing from the downside. I do see a possible pattern that could get that bounce, legends. Let me know if you do know what pattern that is, and we'll talk about it in the next minute. Let's get some people joining in. Let's get some people smashing the like button, because just today you are going to get the best technical analysis here from myself, analyzing those potential scenarios on Bitcoin. What would be a sign of strength? What is the major levels of resistance as support as well? Taking a look at the DXY, we might get a chance of the DXY creating that double top, legends. If we do get back down beneath the point of control of the last 2 years, it is game on for the recovery. DXY is failing to break that February high, legends. You can see it here on the chart. We're failing to do so. Could we bounce as support here in the coming days? Maybe, but we are getting the rejection. Okay, if we get down beneath the point of control, it's going to be looking very good for Bitcoin to get a huge recovery heading up to all-time high. We got some interesting news and stuff that is going on, guys. So destroy that like button. I'm going to go right away through the comment section. I'm going to go through the comment section, of course, as always. Destroy that like, guys, for the algorithm. I'm going to say hello to the beautiful community. I'm going to get a sip of water before I lose my voice. All right, let's go. What's going up, Market M? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, guys. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, okay? So make sure to get your cup of coffee, your water, your beer, whatever you want. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, guys, and you need to pay attention to the possible reversal pattern, because there are going to be some levels, of course, that gives us the confirmation. For the moment, the Bitcoin price is in a downtrend. We are beneath the big major point of control of the last, 4 or 5 weeks. We take a look at the March price action. So we're not out of the woods. We could just reject from here and test the lows here from the last few days below $64,500. So we're not just quite yet out of the woods, legends. We're going to go through the scenarios right away. Harriet, hi Andy, just joined the Legends community today and I'm very excited. Harriet, you are going to see the content there every single day that me and 𝗬vault provides, okay? So make sure to hold on tight, because it's pure education, technical analysis, and looking at the setups that could happen for Bitcoin. So hold on tight on the Legends community, guys. You do have those discounts down below on the community or the masterclass if you want to join those modules, okay? Check them out. You have the discount. They have the discounts especially for you. My goodness. Let's go right away. Aditya, thanks for joining. Harriet, show some love and smash up the like button. Harvin, hello. Maz, much love from Boston. What do you think about big time in this bull run? Thanks again for your great insight. Big time? Look, we know that big time has, a great, we've lost a major higher low support in the end. Nevertheless, this is, not the moment to be fearful, right? We are dropping down here. This could be a very large ABC corrective structure, likely just to consolidate here in the next coming days, couple of weeks, and then obviously absolutely rocket again. We know the people. If you don't know them, I do know them. They do have incredible marketing skills behind them, okay? They do know a lot of marketing, and this is going to be pumped drastically on all social media platforms, okay? So this is the thing. If this comes out on socials, which it will again in the next coming months, you know, taking advantage of the bull run, this will likely explode. No doubt it is a good gaming project, and the people behind it have incredible marketing skills, meaning that they will pump the hell out of this project, you know, and on all social media, and not only thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to be seeing this, and obviously the price will gain a lot of momentum, okay? So that is my personal opinion right there on big time. So make sure to hold on tight. You know, this did actually lose the higher low support. We were looking at this possibly to get a bounce, okay? You know, maintaining higher low support, you know, and possibly getting the bounce, but it did not. It did not manage to maintain higher low support and just continued to the downside. Obviously being very influenced by Bitcoin, right? Being very influenced here by Bitcoin during these major drops. A lot of the altcoins just took the hit and not managing to bounce nicely. Andy, don't let them squeeze me. Where are you? Squeeze you. Are you in a long or in a short position? We'll be taking a look at that. 𝗬𝗏𝘁 pattern. We got here a possible 𝗬𝗏𝘁 reversal pattern. Not really. I don't see you know, a strong 𝗬𝗏𝘁 pattern here, to be honest. Really not, because, you know, right there, you know, this is not really a kind of a valid 𝗬𝗏𝘁 pattern. To be honest, it wouldn't be a valid 𝗬𝗏𝘁 pattern. You're getting a very shallow pullback here at the 382. You would want at least the 50% 618 on a 𝗬𝗏𝘁. 382 is just not, yeah, we're not even hitting the 382 right there. It is not a 𝗬𝗏𝘁 pattern. I'm going to let you know what pattern it is right away, guys, that it will be confirmed, all right? It is a reversal pattern, but we need to see a solid breakout from this resistance level. And let me go right away through that resistance level, okay? Which is, okay? Maybe you guys are going to know just by putting this trend line right over here. Do you guys know what this could potentially be on the chart? Major lower highs right there and a big major drop, consolidation. Could we break the lower high resistance trend line, guys? Do you know what is this possible bump and run I can see from air runners? Yes, we have a few bump and run here in the comment section. KSMTA, please. We can take a look at Kusama right now just after Bitcoin, okay? But yes, cheeseburger. What the hell? Cheeseburger pattern. Yeah, anyway. Let's go through this scenario. This is a bump and run. We do have the bump phase right there, which is a severe drop that happened on Tuesday. Not to worry, we're going to take a look at the Kusama right away. Bump and run scenario. Bump and run pattern. Yes, sir. This is, you got a major descending channel, descending trend, and you have a pretty significant bump phase, which gets, you know, quite a lot of people quite bearish, right? These bump phases are the ones that are like, oh my goodness, we're, you know, danger for Bitcoin, we're losing certain levels, you know, blah, 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 and the rest of it. And then if you do manage to flip that downtrend, lower high resistance into support with a successful breakout, and that is basically this scenario right over here. You get that descending channel, major bump phase consolidation. You're looking to break out here the lower high resistance trend line. So if we do take out this scenario, this lower high resistance trend line, guess what? It is in confluence today, in the next coming hours, guys, with the point of control of the entire range of March. We did manage to bounce very nicely. We were screaming about this to be a long position not all week, but the last few days. However, it was very complex. I managed to get into long positions here on Bybit, got stopped out a couple of times, one in a loss, a couple of times at break even, taking some profits. Nevertheless, managing to make some profits here on the long positions, because overall I am very defensive here with stop loss. And, you know, basically we've been choppy. Also, you know, the last few days it's been very, very choppy. DeVault in the Legends trading community managed to, you know, he did an absolute great analysis yesterday looking for a triple bottom scenario right there, swing failure pattern. I did not manage to catch this long position because I was sleeping. But overall, in the Legends trading community, he absolutely nailed this. Guys, if you want to trade on Bybit, for me, it's the #1 crypto trading platform. Maybe some people could not trade on Bybit, okay? For me, it's the #1, the most legit one out there. It has a great track record, totally transparent. They have a great 20% fee reduction and 30K bonus. 𝗬cie is a great alternative as well. The good thing about 𝗬cie is no KYC. With an email and a password, you can start trading in just a few minutes, and you also get the greatest deals down below. Anyway, talking about that setup here that we talked, you know, we mentioned on, you know, DeVault mentioned in the Legends trading community. Okay, I mean, it was absolutely epic because he actually predicted that very, very nicely. It was basically creating that bump in, sorry, not that bump in run. It's that triple bottom, all right? I'm looking for the video right now that he did post, but it doesn't matter. It is there for anybody that's in the Legends community does know what I'm talking about. And he was, you know, looking for that, hey, okay, you know, maybe this is going to be the double bottom right there. We're going to get a bounce. I've been talking about this yesterday. It might be here. It might be here. It might be here. If you're managing risk, it's fine. You know, I got stopped out once yesterday at a loss. It is what it is. But I managed to join a few other trades. Of course, this wick stopped me out at break even. You know, I was asleep. If I would have been in front of the chart, awake, I would have taken, or, you know, basically set the alerts. I would have taken that long position. No doubt. I would have taken the long, but I was sleeping, so I didn't get into that long position. Overall, very nice bounce. This should have enough steam to actually climb all the way up to this, you know, lower high resistance from this dead cat bounce. I think that these highs is just a classic zone where the price should manage to reach $67,300 potentially, you know, in the next coming hours. It just seems right that it is just going to get that move to the upside, claim those lower highs. Now, this is the thing. These lower highs over here, okay, this lower high resistance from this bump and run has extremely high resistance because of the point of control of March. When we zoom out, we can see that high volume node from March is sitting right over here at the $67,000 range, where we do have exactly the lower high resistance trend line from this bump and run scenario. So, you know, looking at this, no doubt, I know there's high probability in that we are going to test these highs. So, you know, for me, taking longs either here, either on these retracements, these are good for long opportunities, because I personally believe with my analysis that these highs are going to be taken. They are going to be hit very likely. And the question is, of course, will we reject from those highs, or will we manage to break through very successfully and get that continuation to the upside in the next couple of days to claim $72,000, where we have that huge amount of liquidity? Now, you might think, hey, I don't know, you don't know. What we do know is the level, guys. And this is the beauty of trading. I don't know if it's going to break out. I don't know if it's going to reject. I don't have a crystal ball. I know where to take action. And this is what is going to be explained right away, guys. This is how you can become a successful trader. Knowing how to react at certain levels with good risk management. I know there's a bunch of traders out there that they would long and short anyway. You can see it on order flow. You can see the longs and shorts entering the market every single second. And this is just traders getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. You know, we as responsible traders, we want to have a plan. And we do know that this level could bring us a great plan. What level is that? That is the point of control of the range of March plus the lower high resistance. This is going to be the decision point. Now there's one trading setup, of course. That is the rejection from the dead cat bounce high. That is the quick rejection potentially of a few $100s. It might just get one small little pullback, still maintain higher low support, higher low uptrend, and you know, get a fake out first and then get a solid breakout. But the moment you want to take the exact decision is at the lower high created on Tuesday, the 2nd of April, right? Basically yesterday. This level right over here, dead cat bounce lower high. Guys, I can show you on the chart multiple examples of a dead cat bounce high that turns out many times in a swing failure pattern. This drop was $500. This was only on Monday. So you get the deal. This scenario, this strategy, you know, look how fast I detected this one. You know, it just happens. You get a drop, you get a dead cat bounce, price dances around, whatever it does in circles. I don't care what it does. I know that this dead cat bounce high is a crucial level where I can take a trading decision with good risk management. In this case, on Monday, you got the drop, you got the dead cat bounce. You then, you know, you're not doing anything here. You're just waiting for the price to consolidate. Boom. Now you're interested in this level. Guess what happened? You created a swing failure pattern. You tap that level. You rejected from it. You enter. You place a stop loss. You get a pullback here of, you know, round about $400. Now, where do I take profit? You can see here, guys, that you are maintaining higher low support structure. This does look like a little bit like an ascending triangle, right? You are maintaining higher low support structure. So if you reject from a high right over here and you're entering a short trade, a lot of people will just think, you know, we come into these lows. Are we going to break down? I'm holding the trade. People have no clue where to take the profits. And this is why, the reason why I get, you know, good profits at the end of the month, because I get in, I get out, I take profits, I get in at good levels, okay? I understand the levels of support and resistance. And this is what I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain to you the exact setup right away in the next coming minutes, how you want to look at this. We fast forward to this price action. Dead cat bounce high. Right over here. It has not been tested yet. We're talking about this level to be tested during the last 24 hours, right? Still believe it can test it, okay? This level, I'm going to explain right away. We have VWAP, volume weighted average price. This is a great tool to use for those scalpers. If you are maintaining higher low support, right? You're basically moving here in higher lows, right? Price action is moving and creating higher lows. If you come all the way up in the next coming hours, which I think is highly likely, and you test the dead cat bounce high at $67,300 from Tuesday, right over here on the chart, legends, this one right there, and you know, as soon as you test it, you start rejecting beneath the level, this is a good zone to jump quickly into a short position and protect your position with your stop loss above the high that has been tested, right? Stop loss above the high created. As you reject, you are aware of a pretty decent pullback. You know, of a few $100, give or take 3, 4. What you need to understand is that this short position we need to take profits at higher low support. This is creating higher lows. You might fail once and just create a higher low and bang, and then get the breakout. This is why we are paying attention to VWAP. VWAP, we can see it on the chart. VWAP gets support and it gets resistance. Support today, support, you're dropping beneath it, a bit of volatility. It's not an exact science. You ain't gonna see the price action bouncing like this and, you know, rejecting like this to perfection on the VWAP. That would be too easy, right? But it's a zone where the price manages to find support with a bit of volatility from that level. It's not an exact level. And also as resistance. Pay attention here, because if you do reject from that dead cat bounce high, you are looking for the VWAP and higher low support structure. You are in an uptrend. You might fail once, however you might just bounce and then have another attempt and successfully break out. So that is a short trade right there. What I want to make you realize, you short here, and if you get close to the VWAP and to higher low support, you just lock profits. You lock them like there's no tomorrow. Yes, I know. Could this be the high? Could we come down to this low? You know, then you kind of basically just, you know, we need to have a strategy. We need to go technical, and this is going technical right over here, right? Just a nice little scalp, high probability setup right there that has been shared with you, how to get in, what you're looking for a take profit, where to place your stop loss as soon as you reject, and realizing the market structure here during the last 24 hours that it is managing to create higher lows. Right? No doubt that higher time frame is a downtrend, but for today we're managing to create a small little uptrend with higher lows. So we might just as well continue going exactly here with the, you know, possible scenarios, guys. And just for that, you need to destroy the like button. We talk about trading ideas, setup, education, the next possible setup. Guys, free education. Destroy the like button if you enjoy the free education here on YouTube. What is the VWAP? VWAP is the volume weighted average price. You can find that here on Tradingview on indicators. It is VWAP. And volume weighted average price means that the price, you know, it says it on the name. It's the average price, the weighted average price. So you know, when the price is far away from the VWAP, it's likely going to come to the average weighted price, right? This is the price of Bitcoin, right? Right now, VWAP is at $65,900 range. That means that the price, as it separates, okay, inside of the day, because you do have these resets, you do have the resets that happen, you know, when the market basically closes and opens, right? Which is in this case 2 o'clock Central European time, if I'm not mistaken. You do have the resets of the VWAP, which happens when, you know, you basically have the contract flip, right? Where they have these big moves. But during the day, you know, most of the time when you separate from the VWAP, you know, you basically get the traction to it. So it's a volume weighted average price. It means that the average price of Bitcoin should be valued at this price. So if you move far away from it, you know that you're likely gonna, you know, pull back down to that volume weighted average price VWAP, right? So it's always a good level to take profit, or it's always a good level to actually, you know, take into consideration to get into a trading setup. Let's go right away. Honestly, people are just being stingy with the like button. Yes, the people have, I don't know what's going on with my like button, but yeah, it just takes a few seconds, legends, to destroy the like button, and it does help out the algorithm, you know, to grow basically. I know you don't care, but you know, if you want to continue to see me on YouTube and not basically quit on YouTube, well, I want to see the channel grow, because if not, you know, I'll move on and not do YouTube anymore. Andy, do you know about the KYC coming on 𝗬cie? There is rumors that yes, maybe KYC. I mean, KYC has to happen on every exchange out there, centralized exchange. It's just very likely to happen, right? The regulation is powerful, and if it is a centralized exchange, it just needs to happen. It might not happen till end of the year. It might not happen till next year, right? People don't like doing KYC. But yeah, for the moment, we just need to take advantage, right? If 𝗬cie, you know, you can trade there just with an email and a password. You're not putting any of your details, identification or anything. This is going to still continue, you know, at least a few more months, you know, and it might be till next year. Okay, so we're probably going to have another year, maybe in 2025 is when they're going to start implementing KYC here very strongly. So yeah, just take advantage, you know, of no KYC on 𝗬cie. You know, I do scalp here sometimes as well. I do day trading more on Bybit. And for scalps, I you know, prefer 𝗬cie because they do have the lowest fees out there, guys. You have the second link down below in the description. Take advantage of the no KYC on 𝗬cie, because I don't mind doing KYC. I've done KYC on Bybit, and you know, I'm happy to do so. It's just, for me, it's not an issue. But a lot of people, they can either not trade on Bybit, they don't want to do KYC, they don't want to put any of their identification, photos, anything, right? And you know, you can take advantage with 𝗬cie for the moment, because that is going to be no KYC for you know, a significant amount of time still. So if you want to take advantage on that, you know, bearish pattern flag we do have here from Yuri. Bearish pattern flag. What time frames on Bitcoin? We almost slightly tapped the point of control of the range. Just getting a little bit of a reaction at the moment, almost hitting that point of control, legends, from the price action of March. You can see that $67,000 almost, right, is the highest volume node right there from March, almost being tapped today. As you can see on the chart, we were just basically a few dollars off. I mean, point of control is more of a range. It is a bit of a range. So yeah, almost hitting that level. Still think we could get a bit of volatility here. We might just tap the lows here. Might just sweep up these lows and then possibly get a rise. Overall, where I do see the clearest trading setup, and this is what it's all about, looking at the clearest setup right there, is either breaking out successfully from this bump and run lower high resistance trend line with the point of control of March, and also breaking above that lower high, you know, basically from this dead cat bounce. If we break out from this zone, legends, no doubt we have some rejection levels. We have the 618 Fibonacci from the pivot high here of this bump phase all the way down to the low, which is also sitting with this support zone that could actually act as resistance, right? These highs with the 618 could get choppy and get a pullback. That would be the moment to consider a long position here at the point of control of March. You're having the bump and run phase, guys. High probability that this is going to form a higher low. You know, it might sound like a bunch of, you know, Picasso drawing on the chart, right? This guy has no clue. You drawing, you know, just random scenarios. You know, absolutely not. A breakout above the $67,000, I can tell you that there's going to be high probability that this will bounce up here and go to higher levels. You know, we're just going to watch and see. Let's see if we can, you know, come back to this video. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm not saying that we are going to break out from here. We might, we might just hit the level and even reject and come down to the lows, which is also another trading setup, right? Would be happy to short this. But if we do break, you know, if we do break above this level, I know that we have extreme high probability that the price can come up to $71,800, $72,000 range, basically, where we have over $1 billion in liquidations. Andy, what about long-term markets? Great show as usual. Steven, thank you very much. Andy, please take a look at KSM. Okay, yeah, we got here 𝗬𝗫. I see a fifth wave down, says Sing Games. 𝗬vault also sees a fifth wave to the downside. Didn't Picasso cut off his own ear? Yes, very true. To succeed in trading, you should have a plan in advance, says Aditya. Absolutely. 𝗬cie destroys the ability to trade perpetual. Can't trade no more on Bybit because this dumb regulation. What exchange is next? There are multiple exchanges. I am testing a few of them. We are looking at the, you know, basically their background, looking at the you know, how long they've been around. I am testing a few exchanges because I like to, you know, I like to have an exchange that also has no KYC for myself. And also I know a lot of the community is, you know, basically also want a no KYC exchange. So I am doing a bit of research with the team to analyze, you know, what other exchanges, you know, that have no KYC, just in case 𝗖𝗫 goes KYC, to look for another option. Now let's go right away here with KSM Legends, because I got someone here that wants me to take a look at KSM. Let's take a look at KSM here for somebody in the community, which is Kusama. Let's take a look at Kusama right away. Oh my goodness, Kusama went absolutely bananas. Classic descending wedge that we were talking about here in 2023, late stages of 2023. Big descending wedge. Kusama did play out here. This breakout of the triangle of the descending wedge. Now, now, what is happening here with Kusama? Oof, are we going to manage to form a gigantic symmetrical triangle? It's going to be curious here. Very curious. It's kind of breaking higher low right there. It's kind of breaking higher low support. It ain't looking too great. It ain't looking too great. It did manage to fake out right there, get a recovery. It did look like it wanted to maintain this uptrend on Kusama, but it's losing the level. My conclusion here is we are very likely to hit the $34-$35 range. Why, you may ask? Because you're basically losing the uptrend momentum, and you could see this as an ABC scenario. A bit too aggressive, but overall you got a one wave right there, 1, 2, 3 wave, and you are still kind of inside of the fourth, even though it's getting a bit extended in time. It's still very much possible. And on the fourth wave, obviously, usually you want to get beneath the A wave. Of course, it could be a regular flat in a triangle scenario. I think it's, I mean, it could be the case. It could be the case that Kusama is just forming a big triangle. And this is what happens sometimes with these complex corrective structures, that I mean, you don't need to come down beneath this wave, corrective wave. It's usually high probable that you are going to come down, right? After a parabolic move, you get a crash, you get the dead cat bounce, you usually come down and test that low from the drop. Most of the times, not always. So, I mean, could there be a chance here and the only way you can trade this, Kusama, on a speculation that this is going to maintain here higher low support from, you know, basically the drop that we've had just, you know, in January right there, that we are going to manage to maintain this as support, is creating a swing failure pattern, double bottom right there. We love them, guys. We love those double bottoms. They just give the best trading opportunity and very good risk management, because if you randomly long from here, where you're placing your stop loss at the lows, you know, you're just possibly going to get wicked out, or you're going to break down. You know, it's very hard to say, right, this is going to bounce from this level right now. Of course, you know, you might think, you know, you're at higher low support. You're hitting the 7.8 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high, which you're kind of already hitting the 0.88, giving you a high chance that we are going to claim that low. So the best trading plan that you're going to have here on Kusama is just basically set some alerts at this low, which is $39.60, and if you claim that low and recover, and you would have to take a look at the 3-minute, 1-minute time frame to absolutely snipe along, and you're looking for that bounce, okay? Swing failure pattern, double bottom, they happen all the time, legends. You can see right over here, if you do have a clear low, swing failure pattern, long triggers, as soon as you test the low and you recover, you long. You have a few seconds to take this decision, okay? You have basically 10, 20, 30 seconds to take the decision before it bounces aggressively. And, you know, you have this on Kusama right there. You know, you could test those lows, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And if you do get above them, you know, it's a level to take into consideration for that long position. You can see here the bounce. You got the lows again. Look what happens. Test the lows. You get above the lows from here and you bounce aggressively. So you're looking for that test of the lows, liquidation grab. If you recover, you're entering the long and you're speculating for that bounce here, maintaining higher low support, right? That's how you would trade this. Like button, 𝗶𝗫. Like button. Thank you very much for the support. 282 likes. Is this like button broken again? Yes, it seems like it is, guys. Let's go all together. Get to that 400 likes. Massive support from a lot of the community. Absolutely insane. 1, 2, 3. Like button to 400 right away. Let's go. I'm going to refresh this. Let's get all together, that like button pumping to 400. We're over 600 people watching. We can do this all together. Bang, bang, bang. Let's get it, guys. It is going up. It is going up. It is going up. Come on, legends. We can do it. Anyway, let's go. IOTX. One question, sir, but honest answer. Nizam, go ahead. Shoot it. Taking out the bias of previous coins and purely on how the chart looks, which would you go for? CRV, Waves, or 𝗖cie? Wow. Very, very hard questions. I mean, Waves, I know Waves. Waves is an OG project. 𝗖cie, not 𝗖cie. Waves is a really insane project, and you know, the previous cycle it went absolutely bananas. There was some fishy things going on here, but I know a lot of cryptos did manage to get an epic rally on March, breaking all-time highs, such as 𝗬liche as well. Waves did manage to break pretty nicely the previous all-time high. I think Waves is going to be one that is actually going to blow your socks off again at some point. It will just do another 10x out of nowhere, and I think Waves is a good project, and you know, it's one of those that is just going to do the same thing from the previous cycles. It's just going to do a 10-15x from current levels, right? Don't think a 10x from $10-20. No, that will be too late already. That's already in the 10x, right? From current levels here at the $2, $3 range. It's just going to do it again, right? It's just going to do it again. Might come back down to $2, but it's going to bang, bang, right? It's one of those. It's a great project. It's an OG project. I actually use Wirex as well. Wirex, you know, they do have waves on Wirex. You know, Wirex has been going on, you know, along for, I don't know, maybe over 5 years now. And they have a bunch of cryptos, of course, the classic Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and they have waves as well. And that obviously, you know, brings confidence, you know, if these large platforms, you know, payment as well platforms, you know, which right now I am using the 𝗖𝗏, guys. This is the moment to flip into the 𝗖𝗏 for on-off ramp, okay, crypto gains to euro. You can flip your crypto gains into euro in an instant. Anybody that wants to flip it into fiat, not US dollar tether, into euro with your own IBAN account, okay, your own number, all of those people in the European Union, they are coming out with a crypto debit card. Spend your crypto with the 𝗖𝗏 very, very soon, you know, using Visa. Check it out, guys. You have the link down below for the 𝗖𝗏. I am flipping to the 𝗖𝗏 obviously right now for on-off ramping, which is, you know, working absolutely phenomenal. They have the cheapest fees out there. Check it out for yourself. Check it out for yourself. Withdraw some profits, flip it to euro. Check it out, guys. Super easy, friendly, and crypto debit card is coming out very soon. The legend in action. We have 𝗬vault here in the comment section. He is here. I was just calling you out, 𝗬vault, by the way. So much alpha. I was calling you out. We're talking about this possible bump and run scenario. It's struggling here a little bit at the VWAP, but I called you out here on the VWAP. I was going to say on the live stream how insane your prediction was from this triple bottom. Very, very nice. You were still looking at the possibility of the price action creating a lower high here and claim these lows again, and absolutely nailing this triple bottom and actually predicting that we are going to sweep up the lower highs, the latest lower highs, right? And, you know, absolutely epic. Very, very nice move. This is a move of almost $2,000. So very, very nice prediction right there from 𝗬vault in the Legends trading community, my man. So absolutely epic. Very, very good indeed. I wish I could use the 𝗖𝗏. It's only good for Spain, Andy. Only good for Spain. I know it's, you know, you can use it in most of the places in the European Union. If I'm not mistaken, you know, this is what I've been confirmed, you know, that you can actually use it in most of the countries in Europe. Most of them. There might be a few countries that you can't use it, but overall, I'm hoping that the 𝗖𝗏 will cover the British pound possibly soon. Unfortunately, I was sleeping and could not take that trade. Same here, same here. What a legend. I was just explaining that I did not get into that long position. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, or something like that. Yeah, around about 2 o'clock in the morning, which is, you know, I could not trade it. Thanks, Andy. Very easy to follow today. Keep up the great work. You deserve the likes. Got my mother here in the comment section. 𝗖cie 𝗺𝗽, here she is. She's in a skiing trip with a very good friend of hers, which is absolutely phenomenal. Right, let's Ethereum, please, says Stanislaw. Let's take a look at Ethereum right away. Moonboot Boy, how are you doing? Thanks for the insane support. Let's take a look at Ethereum Legends right away. What is going on with Ethereum? Let's do full analysis on Ethereum, as it is a great crypto. It's a great crypto and it's great for trading as well. Let's focus on easy technical analysis and levels. We are bouncing from a huge level. Let's keep it simple. Let's zoom out as far away as the monthly chart. Monthly chart right over here. We are managing to bounce as support in March. Also in April, we just tested that level during the last few hours. We are bouncing from it. It's the monthly close and open from March and April of 2022. Very important, these monthly closes and opens on the chart as always. And what is happening here in between yesterday and today, you are getting that reaction. Look at this, that monthly level wants to maintain as support. We did get a bit of choppiness here in March, but overall managed to bounce very nicely. Look at here as well, just wicking at the monthly level. Huge base where the price is just not managing to break down. So for the moment, you know, we are maintaining here. We are maintaining support. I would just want to take a look at the higher time frames to analyze where we at here on levels basically. Yeah, not looking extremely great based on we're beneath the value area high of the 2021-22 price action on Ethereum. Fibonacci, we did get that rejection here from the 7/8 Fibonacci very nicely, and a weekly level. We talked about this resistance many weeks ago, that, you know, this is a strong level of resistance for Ethereum. Weekly level right there, 7/8 Fibonacci. We are right now in a squeezed zone below the value area high of 21-22 and the monthly level. We're going to take a look at some setups on the lower time frames, because for me, you know, it's higher time frames, it would be extremely random to say this is bullish, guys, we're going to go up to the highs right now. No. Or this is extremely bearish, we're going to break down in the next coming days and go to much lower levels. No. That would be really random, you know, just really, we are in a squeezed undecision, you know, moment right now on Ethereum. So what is best is to go on lower time frames and analyze the local situation, understanding the ranges, understanding where we at here. And the best thing to do here is obviously take a look at the fixed volume profile from this range created in between late February. Since we started above the monthly level, formed a little bit of a range, right? Value area low is where we're sitting here at the moment. Monthly level, the good level here to get into a possible setup, and I would be looking for a long trade, is a swing failure pattern from the low of the 20th of March. This is a level where you could get that volatile moment and get an epic bounce. It's either you break it or you make it or break it. You lose this low successfully with high volume. As you are beneath this level, you're not interested in anything. You know, this could basically continue to the downside, act as resistance, you know, and just continue down. This is no zone to long, in my opinion, in my experience. This is, you know, not an area that I would long unless the lower time frames, right, such as the 3 minute, 1 minute, is just creating very small choppy action right there, and you can get into a double bottom on the, you know, or descending broadening wedge, right? You're basically going with slow momentum to this, you know, sideways, and then you're looking for that double triple bottom scenario. But on higher time frames, looking at the 1 hourly time frame, I would want to see the price wicking beneath the low here of the 20th of March and then recover. Once it recovers and gets above the level, that is when I would trigger a possible long trade. And this is on the hourly chart, so this might take several hours. It would be more of a day trade to get that bounce, you know, to round about the value area low where we have been getting support today. That would be no doubt a take profit zone. I would be eyeing the VWAP as well, depending on where that is. This might happen in the next, you know, couple of days if it were to break down. So, you know, would be eyeing the VWAP and the value area low of this trading zone that has been proven to be support today as a resistance zone. So that would be a nice long setup. And obviously you might reject from here. If you do break through, right, and get an epic recovery, you want to maintain some of that long position. You've taken profits, but you're holding 50% or 30%, right? Just in case you are going to break through. And if you do break through, you want to hold that long trade, because this could get very, very interesting for the next coming weeks. But you would have to break above that monthly again, above the value area low. So it would be looking pretty good, to be honest. For the moment, level to level, guys, you know, this whole thing about saying we are going to pump like crazy, we're going to hit all-time high next week. You know, all of this is really random. Nobody knows anything. What we can do as traders is react to certain levels. And I know we can get a bounce if we fail from breaking down this level. And I know where the price could struggle as resistance. And if it does manage to break through, I know that's an insane sign of strength. You're getting above the monthly, where you have been proven to have support the entire month, not breaking down. This would be insane. You're not breaking down the lows. This means you've tested here, and you have high probability that this can continue to the upside. We know those levels where the price, signs of strength, the levels where it can take a reaction, you know, how to enter, where to place a stop loss. And this would be your golden ticket to place a long only if you reject from this low, right? Creating a swing failure pattern. Then obviously the bearish case scenario, you break through here aggressively, no longs to be taken. And your question is, okay, where can the price action stop? Well, we would be looking for the price action to get a reaction at the next level of support. And I think it's, you know, as clear as going to the daily chart. We got a daily level right over here. I like it because it's very close to a high, you know, a big consolidation zone, right? Big consolidation zone. So we'd mark that daily level. We've got a daily close and open right there from the 23rd, 24th of February. I like it. The main reason why I like this level is because you got a big major consolidation. This large consolidation potentially, well, it must have a high volume node. Yeah, look at that high volume node. It's exactly where the daily is. Big level, naked point of control. We got it. We got a level here, guys, which is the $2,922 approximately. We got the level. Big naked point of control from that consolidation of February, from the 19th till the 25th. And we have a daily level, untapped daily level. If we do break down from this pivot low in the next coming days, we know a reaction zone. This level is highly likely going to get a bounce. You know, in the case of Ethereum, will it be $10 or will it be $200? We don't know, but it's a reaction level. So we can take some quick little long scalps there. Look for the double bottoms at that level, because this level is highly likely going to get a bounce, guys. This is what it's all about. We create a plan here. If this plan does not work, we go to the next plan. We do not enter the trade if we do not get the bounce from this low. We stay underneath it. We look for the next level for the reaction. We get the reaction. We jump into the long. We get the double bottom. We jump into the long, right? You know the deal. That is the deal here for the next trade in the case of Ethereum. Let's take a look at higher time frame Fibonacci levels. Clear pivot low right there to the pivot high. 618 Fibonacci, baby. It is there. We got a major big pullback here in January, and the clearest pivot low on higher time frame is here. Then all of this is a big major rally, right? It's the clearest. You know, there's two pivots here to take a look at Fibonacci to the highs here on Ethereum at $4,100. You got this pivot low, right? And you got this pivot low. You know, you're not going to take a look at Fibonacci here in the middle of this uptrend. You need a clear pullback and a clear momentum wave. That 618 is exactly also at that level. Naked point of control and the daily. My goodness, this is this zone is going to get a bounce. I can already tell you, this is going to get a reaction bounce. $10, $50, $100, it's going to get a reaction. You will not see the price action break successfully beneath this level on the first attempt. I can already tell you that. You know, it's just, it's going to get a bounce. You will see this getting a reaction bounce, whether it's a small one or a large one. It's gonna happen. So, yeah, nice confluence area right there at the $2,920 range. Break the like button, kids. Let's go right away through some more super chats here, guys. Like button is lagging behind. We are lagging behind the like button legends. We're almost at 400 likes. We can do it. You guys are absolute legends. Palau ID, is it worth paying for 5 years if we are not sure if it will work for that long? I can, that's pure speculation. I cannot answer that question. Why not get it 1 year? Test out that. So, yeah. Right, let's take a look at 𝗬cie𝗺𝗺𝘃𝗿. Thanks for the super chat, my brother. Let's go right away. Thanks. Love from Poland. Great content as always. Love from Poland, says 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽𝗶. You're very welcome, my man. You didn't need to super chat for the thanks. Very much appreciated. I love you. You take care, you and your family, and have a great rest of the night tonight, okay? Rest of the day. Thank you very much for that. Hi, Andy. Greetings. Do you think that the alt season is on its way, or should I wait a bit more for BTC to get its correction and slowly DCA into the good projects? Thanks for answer and the best TA. 𝗬cie𝗺𝗺𝗃𝗿. You're very welcome, my brother. Look, I can tell you the most successful and profitable strategy. Well, maybe not the most profitable, but the guaranteed profitable strategy. Okay? That is, like you said here in the question, DCAing. Do I think that an alt season is on its way, or should I wait a bit more for BTC to get its correction? The best chart that I can share with you right now is the market cycles from Bitcoin. We are just 16 days away in hitting, the halving, right? The halving is just 16 days away. So, what does this mean? This means there's going to be a massive supply shock. The inflows have been insane in March, okay, guys? The inflows, they've been quite significant outflows from ARKs, okay? ARK Spot Bitcoin ETF. But overall, we're looking at the average, all right, during the last few months, right, since January. We are seeing a little bit of outflows on ETFs these last few days. That is totally natural. But look at February and look at March. March inflows, obviously looking at the pumps that we've had on Bitcoin as well, have been insane. We are likely going to see, the inflows outperform March at some point in 2024, right? Will it be in May? Well, you know the deal, right? Sell in May because, May is usually a bad month for stock market and crypto. Not always, but most of the times. Will it be in June? Will it be in August, where we are going to start seeing the effect of the, Bitcoin halving, supply shock, inflows starting to kick in like crazy, inflation going on through the roof again. And, we know it's going to happen at some point, right? So the main, my answer to this question, DCA, the pullbacks could get a little bit aggressive during the halving moment and even after the halving. This, I personally think that this would just bring a great opportunity for many altcoins. I am checking one altcoin myself to DCA very aggressively, and that is Chainlink. Chainlink, I know that there is extreme high probability, because I've done full analysis on Chainlink. There's high probability that Chainlink is going to drop beneath the $13 in the next coming weeks potentially. Based on 5 waves move to the upside, the hype has finished. We've had 6 months of uptrend. It's done over 3x. And now it is time to get those pullbacks of 20, 30, 40% on altcoins. So do you want to wait or do you want to start DCAing? The most aggressive altcoin that I DCA and that I buy is Chainlink. And I am currently not buying at the moment. I did buy a bunch of Chainlink here at the $5-6 range. And I would be very happy to buy aggressively if we drop below $13, $12, $11. This is going to be the zone for me to DCA aggressively. Now, if Chainlink does, which is likely going to drop down to these levels, I'm going to take a look at Chainlink as a guidance because Chainlink is a large cap altcoin. And if Chainlink comes down like this means that many altcoins will also crash, take a major dip, right? After these rallies that we've had in November, December, January, small little pullback, February, big fat bounce again, part of March as well. It's time for a little bit of a cool off. I think we need to shake some hands, some weak hands. And my analysis is I'm focusing on this, and I will not buy a single more, one more Chainlink till we actually drop beneath $13. You might think, why don't you sell some of your Chainlink that you've been buying then if you do believe this? Because this is a long-term investment. I haven't sold one single Chainlink since I started buying in 2019 at the $1.60. Not a single Chainlink. I've only just been keeping buying here and also buying here during 2022 and 2023. So I will just DCA aggressively. And I think the next coming weeks and months, okay, the thing about waiting for a bottom, I bought Mina Protocol and I'm in a loss. My Mina Protocol that I have been buying the last few weeks is in a loss. However, if we do drop below the $1, which is very possible, I am going to DCA more into Mina Protocol. I'm happy to do so. Where I bought Mina Protocol, average price is the $1.20. It's in a loss at the moment. I will continue to accumulate Mina Protocol if it drops beneath $1. So overall, 90 cents. I'm going to DCA. I think it's good to DCA in the next coming weeks and months, legends, because we don't know how low this pullback can go on a lot of the altcoins and Bitcoin. For me on Chainlink, it is pretty clear. Chainlink analysis, I can see it extremely clear because I do focus on this crypto, on the analysis, because it's one of my largest bags. Just like I was clear as crystal that this was the best opportunity on Chainlink to buy at $6, $7, $5 if you can catch it. This was an accumulation. We were screaming about this for many months in between 2022 and 2023, and it was crystal clear, guys. This is the moment you want to accumulate like there's no tomorrow, because in the next coming weeks and months, we are going to break out from the highs of this range. And yes, this happened. This happened here in October, November, December. We did create a massive epic breakout, and it pumped over 200% in just a few months. So now my scenario is this is bearish. This already got the breakout. I was bullish here. I cannot be bullish here. I'm sorry. I know that the price will likely get a pretty decent pullback in the next coming weeks and months, and this will be the next zone for me to insanely buy, because this is going to be the last opportunity, guys, if you want to make some significant gains in the next 1 to 2 years. This is going to be the last chance, because if not, I don't know how the next cycle is going to play out, but you get the deal. If you do not buy on the next retracement and we get the market cycle kicking in here, you are going to have to wait till 2027, right? 2028. several years till you actually can buy at lower levels again. And, you know, it's going to be the last opportunity. You know, if not, you're going to wait many years. And you want to try and take advantage of this opportunity, you know, in the next 6 to 12 months. It's going to happen. It's going to happen fast. People will be confused. People will wish to buy at lower levels. We did get pullbacks. We're probably going to get some more pullbacks. We're going to shake those hands, guys. We're going to shake those weak hands. They're going to get scared with those 20, 30, 40% pullbacks. It's going to bring the greatest second opportunity, second and last opportunity to get into the market, guys, before the epic bull run that just happens in a few months, 2, 3, 4 months. It's quick, it's aggressive, just like over here. We started pumping aggressively in October, no, not even that, December of 2020, and peaked out here in May. This was 4 or 5 months of aggressive momentum. You're doing over a 500% pump here in the case of Chainlink. It happens fast, legends. You want the opportunity. You want to take advantage of that opportunity. So we might get that second, right? And I'm looking at this as a massive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. 1, 2, 3, right? This is the scenario that I'm looking at here for Chainlink. This is possibly going to be looking like something like this. Okay? In the next coming months. We are in the formation of the second wave. It could get bearish for a few weeks, but it's going to be the opportunity. The opportunity. Right. Bitcoin is dropping. Bitcoin's dumping a little bit. Okay, it is dropping a little bit. You know what would be nice? A sweep of these lows and analyze the local situation here once we sweep up these lows. If we do manage to get a sweep of this low right there, we'd be very much interested in looking for that long trade. Let's take a look at session volume profile here to take a look at the previous day value levels. Woo! I mean, we've been bouncing very nicely from the previous day point of control. This is where we've been getting the bounce today every single time. We're going to mark that. Well, we're going to put it as previous day point of control, to be honest. Previous day point of control is what has been holding. Yeah. The previous day point of control is the bomb diggity. Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. For the moment, it is the support that is maintaining Bitcoin at the moment, but it does look like, you know, we're hitting. It's going to be interesting to see if we do come down to this local low right there and then get the bounce. Let's see if we do create a swing failure pattern from this pivot low of today. We haven't got much Fibonacci in confluence there. I mean, yeah, it's the highest volume node from the entire zone, really. You got one right there just created. But yeah, it's basically the highest volume node from this consolidation, basically on Tuesday, Wednesday, part of Wednesday. It is trying to maintain that high volume node as support. A good setup would be sweeping up that low here from, you know, midday. You get that sweep of that low and you could create a nice bounce, just a classic level for a quick bounce. Would pay attention to that low. Yeah, for a quick little bounce. Only if you do get above it. Long in right, I mean, you have created a local, very, very local swing failure pattern right there. You are creating a local one from the local pivots, right, on lower time frames. Yeah, just about. I do prefer this one, to be honest. I mean, you are breaking a little bit of higher low support right there. Eesh. Yeah, you are breaking higher low support from today. Not looking too great. Not looking too great. You know, the best level for me would be this one right there. For a quick, you know, long scalp if you do create that swing failure pattern. Anyway, that's my deal on the altcoins. Okay, that's my deal on the altcoins. I think the opportunity is there. We're going to have an epic opportunity in the coming months. Hi, could you please take a look at Mina? I got liquidated, lol, just $25, but money is money. Haha, I just used too much leverage. Yeah, I mean, Mina protocol. And yeah, stay cautious, guys, with using too much leverage. I love trading. I trade with very low leverage. Bitcoin is usually in between 10, 20x. I mean, the leverage doesn't matter. As long as you have clear invalidation points and you're risking 1 to 3% max of your capital, then it's all right. You're managing risk. I want you guys to manage risk very, very well. If you are trading on these platforms, you do have experience. You can manage your risk very, very well. If not, I don't want anybody using these platforms. Only for experienced traders, I want you to use the links down below where you do have those good bonuses for the experienced traders. 20% fee reduction on Bybit, 20k bonus on 𝗬cie deposit bonus, okay? Trading is risky, okay? Make sure to understand your risk management, how much you can risk. Mina protocol is, you know, it got one swing failure pattern. It, you know, just a few days ago, it did not get a swing failure pattern just, you know, in the last 24 hours. It's breaking down here from this low. If it does create a failed auction in the next coming days, you get above those lows from March, then it will be looking pretty good, you know, for a possible bounce. You know, you need to understand that we have broken higher low support structure. We have created a double top, and double tops can be very nasty. You can just double top and then you know, create a big, massive corrective move. I am bullish on Mina protocol. I have been buying Mina protocol during the last few weeks, and I am at a loss. My portfolio on Mina protocol specifically is at a loss. Okay, I just need to say we need to say it, right? I cannot say, oh yeah, massive gains. Mina protocol, I've been buying and I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Okay, I will likely be at a loss in the next coming weeks. I am, you know, I think that a lot of the cryptos can correct a little bit more in the coming weeks till after the halving. Just because they have been pumping like crazy. Look at Mina protocol. It was trading just at 40 cents just, you know, 6 months ago. Just 5-6 months ago, it was trading at 39 cents. It's currently trading above $1. So the rally has been pretty nice during several months. Don't be fearful here. I'm not going to be fearful. I will buy a lot of these good projects. Mina protocol, I'm going to buy Quant. Like I said, this is not looking too great in the short term. It's losing major higher low support structure. You know, higher lows right there are being lost at the moment. If you want to take a speculation long position, you need to create a failed auction from these lows right over here. What does that mean? Well, basically looking at the 4 hourly time frame as we're looking at right now. Look at these wicks. They are beautiful. Wicks are beautiful to get into the long. You're wicking beneath, but this is a solid move down. What you need to do now is close a 4 hourly candle above these lows, okay, to see the price action getting a recovery. This means it's a failed auction. It's a failed breakdown from the local lows. As we are closing the 4 hourly candles beneath this low, we are trading beneath this area. This only means that more downside is likely. However, the only way you can become bullish on Mina protocol at this moment is if you do get a recovery above the lows of March, which is sitting at the $1.10 level. you get a nice solid 4 hourly candle close above this, and this is going to be a fake out. This is likely going to recover very nicely in the next coming weeks. I don't think that is going to be the case, but if it does, if we get a solid bounce here and close a strong 4 hourly candle above, it just means one thing, that this has been a fake out to the downside, and it's unlikely to form continuation to the upside, and we're likely going to get a huge bounce to the resistance zone, right? And in this case, you know, obviously taking a look at this area, it's not looking too great as in resistance levels. I mean, this is perfect. You got the value area low from December, January, February, and March price action on Mina Protocol. You are kind of losing that value area low that has been proven to be support during March. You get above this level, like I mentioned, with that 4 hourly candle close, this is going to likely recover very, very nicely. I wouldn't pay too much attention from this trend line. You know, this is just basically a guidance of, you know, it's just creating higher lows. This is really not a, this is a nothing support resistance level, right? It's just guidance to understand that this is, you know, forming higher lows, and it's just not looking too great at this moment. You get above value area low, it's good for a scalp day trade long. Well, this is the 4 hourly chart. I would go more with a day trade swing long. It might take a couple of days actually to get a recovery, but it looks pretty good. That means that you're not breaking down solidly here, the value area low and the lows of March, and you're likely going to get a significant recovery here. So looks pretty good. Mina Protocol can be traded on Bybit. Exclusive links down below. You also can trade it on 𝗖𝗫𝗃, okay, legends. That is my take on 𝗖𝗃. That is my take on Mina Protocol. Sorry, my bad. Not much more. Just created a local swing failure pattern on Bitcoin. The trading setups have been mentioned on Bitcoin at the beginning of the stream. If we do manage to get that bounce, legends, to $67,200, that is going to be the decision moment. We are taking action at that moment. If you get the solid breakout, I'm looking at this zone to flip as support. Point of control of the range of March right there, high volume node. It needs to be broken for us to be bullish and look for the continuation to the upside. We do struggle at that dead cat bounce high created the last couple of days here, basically on Tuesday, yesterday. We do create here a swing failure pattern from that dead cat bounce. It's an acceptable short. Remember, this could come down just slightly to the VWAP, okay, and could maintain higher low support structure. It's just a quick little scalp day trade short position if you reject. Nice little quick scalp. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. Aditya, Seb, you guys absolutely rock. Love you guys. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow.